Interesting. Ah, let's see what's happening. We have any new people? Yes, beautiful. Last 6 hours, last 12 hours, great. Yeah, auth router. Auth router 66. Beautiful. Okay, token either split, decode JVT token. So this is where it failed. Okay. Okay, it's invalid tokens, not force stack, blah blah. Tech nerd, good evening, buddy. How's life? So we try to decode this, but it's expired and it explodes. So I wonder though, do we actually manage to clear the cookie if it's expired? Just a random thing before we start hacking today. Give me like 2 seconds. I just wanna take a look at something before until just gonna wait more people to join. Oh, give me 1 second. Copy that. Assuming that could it be that the code failed because the token already expired? All right, so it seems that interesting. How should I handle this error? Code that I provided. Max, good evening, buddy. How's life? Yeah, I guess we could do this. It's just I don't think it's gonna do much. But yeah, whatever, right? Just a bit strange, right? Okay, give me just 1 second before we start hacking. Here is the entire controller. Should I still try to clear the cookie even in catch? Exactly, right? Just validating my own code by this guy. Leo, my friend, good evening. Always happy to see you here, man. Always clear the cookie even if the error. Ah, I see. Okay. Actually, I like this solution. Let's do that, right? So instead of doing this, we're gonna have the finally block. We're not going to do this. That kind of sucks, right? I guess what I could actually do is I could just say here, so if we get rid of this, I guess I could chain the stuff that I have. So couldn't I just do reply send error? Wait, decor. How do you feel, man? Did you recover? Yeah, so we actually can't use that, can we? Wait, where's the decorators? So this dot code, this dot log dot error. So do we have do we have app? Yeah, we do. App dot log error. Facts. Which profile issue? I think that should be fixed long ago now. Which one was the issue? Did you try again? WR, good evening, buddy. And then I'm just going to actually do this here. Say finally clear the cookie, right? So I think something like this. So if the error occurs, we just log it, and then eventually we do this, right? Yeah, I think all of that should be fixed. Yeah. Raps, good evening. Is it true that there is a lot of money in making? I have no idea, man. I know almost nothing about that industry, so I have no idea, I must admit. Absolutely no clue. Absolutely no clue. You probably have to clear cache facts, you know. We push a lot of code every day, so it could be just your caching issue, right? The platform is online 100%. So it's something either maybe your ISP blocking something or whatever, right? I use Programmer Network every day, right? So I definitely make sure that okay, did we actually run it? Would you like to update ZSH? Yes. PMP, sorry, CDA, source, PMP dev. Let's go CDF, PMP dev as well. Let me just test this very quickly. Beautiful. I just need to test if logging in still works. Logging out, sorry. Properly, let's see. Log out. Yes, beautiful. Did it actually manage to remove the stuff? Yeah, okay, good. So let me just all right, great. So it's just we actually we are not getting any errors anymore in the API log. So this was the only thing, and this actually isn't an error, but I just want to be a complete maniac and just make sure there are none ever. Okay, that's great. That's beautiful. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, that's great. Cool. I'm not gonna push that yet. Okay, so now we go back today in this session to what we've been doing yesterday. When did I stream? Yesterday, right? Yeah, we're going to be doing that, focusing on mobile experience so we can push this stuff to Android store as well as an app. And let me see what's happening here. I guess just this crap. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. So yeah, so what we have to look at is this floating UI today. So we're gonna I'll have to find a new one. Fair enough. All right, and what we basically want, I found it here. Where was it? Like, you can actually see. So this is pretty much the behavior we want. Drop down menus, right? So let's find that. Get started. Drop down. Is there some example where we do they have some examples that we can just stake? I don't want to go into the scrap examples. Drop down, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what we need, right? Yeah. So you can see that's kind of what we're gonna need in mobile. And let's see how do we achieve that. Is there like shit tons of code or not? And there is. Jesus Christ, man. Let's see what they have here. Floating UI React. Okay, how big is this library? Oh, wow. Floating list, I have to use their thing, okay? Floating UI React, floating list. I see. Okay. Um, and then also last time I streamed, right? We also Sako shared this thing, right? So this is I like. This is kind of what I like. What I want us to have on mobile, right? Something like this, right? So yeah, just like installing this whole thing. Then we need to wrap it in some sort. Yeah, it's like why does it have to be so complicated? It's like, and we need all of this crap. Yeah, okay, let's just explore a bit more here. Floating UI, floating tree, floating portal, floating arrow, use transition. Custom hooks, React Native, floating delay group. Okay, I don't actually know. I have no idea. Let's try to implement this. Don't really like it much. And no, actually don't know. I don't think this is gonna work. No, we don't need the. I don't want to. Yeah. No. I don't actually know how I want to do this. That's the problem. where's our existing menu, right? We just want those to have navbar mobile, okay? So we just want those fellas to actually have, or some of them to have this up drop down, right? Yeah. Tailwind mobile bottom menu with drop up. I don't know. Let's try to find some inspiration, right, before we commit to installing something. Yeah, so this is kind of what we need, right? But we need it with some menu, right? It would be so nice if we would create new item. Yeah, oh, yeah. This is pretty much what we need. It would be just super cool if we could. Shit, they don't have a single one. But yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Default bottom navigation. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. Okay, let's just see adapting the drop down from mobile. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that manually for sure, so fuck that. So let's try to search more. Responder using, let's see what this guy manages to do. Is there a demo? No, that's also not what I want. So Tailwind mobile bottom menu. Let's just search for that. Response and bottom navigation. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, I mean, we have that already, right? We just need bottom navigation, Tailwind component. Okay. Daisy UI. Okay. I like Daisy UI. Let's see what's happening here. We need to research this a bit so we don't end up doing something annoying. Let's see. Bottom sticky navigation. Yeah, but that's all static. That we already have, right? That we already have. Yeah, screw that. So nope. TLNCS about navigation, tabs, component. Okay, let's see the demo. Check the tab below. I actually don't see anything. Maybe this is a Jesus Christ, what a waste of time. Okay. Chica, good evening, my friend. How are you? Fixed bottom nav with Tailwind. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, we don't need that. Actually, let's try here. Mobile bottom navigation. Let's do research up front so we again don't waste time, right, later on. Just to find some inspiration, then we're gonna see. Yeah, useless. Okay. Trev, good evening, my friend. How are you? How are you, man? So yeah, something like this, right? I like, even though we don't want it to be that fat or that big to say, right? But let's first update the styling of what we have. I actually think that I like that a lot. So how does this look like? So it's kind of, yeah. So if we actually go to mobile navbar here, right? Let's see what we have now. Shadow gray BG base, let's say 200 maybe. No, not really. Maybe remove the border or something. Let's see. Border T. Then give me a second. What if we say here BG indigo? This is crazy. I know it's not gonna do. Don't, just trying the stuff out. No, okay. And then shadow to Excel. Is actually shadow working at all? Let's see. And let's say here shadow indigo 700. So there is some shadow, yeah, for sure. Let me just zoom in further more. Yeah, well, we can't see it now, can we? Okay. All right. So that's gonna be here. Let's just put some other icon here, just like, I don't know, info or whatever, just so it's a different one, right? So this one for sure should be in the middle. The one to create something, then home, right, should be the feed. Then we'll update those icons for sure. I think the bell itself should be all the way to the right. Yeah, okay. So now we need to figure out, give me a second, how to do that dynamic menu thing, right? So I'm actually gonna, what is this notification bell? Okay. And then this is, gonna get rid of that. Let's see. Okay, great. And we can see that this element is focused as well. So we'll need to fix that. The wrong element is completely focused, right? So we'll need to fix that eventually. Okay, great. So now we need to figure out this dynamic thing, right? And I don't like this. Okay, let's try tutorial, setting up, positioning, placements. Okay, let's try placements. I don't want to be doing the whole tutorial. I'm a bit... It's just so much, man. So much stuff. Too much. I don't care. I don't want to go through all this just to add a fucking menu, man. It's just way too much stuff. I don't want to be doing this shit, man. Okay, maybe this thing sounds interesting. Position the floating element at a given client point, usually generated by the mouse event. By default, the client mouse position is automatically tracked. This hook is an interaction hook that returns event handler props. Is open refs floating, is open use floating, or blah blah blah. Div refs floating element is. So maybe something like this, right? Maybe something like this. So this would, yeah. Floating portal, floating list. I see. AM, good evening, buddy. Not much, just stopped where we were last night. Including submenus, text selection. So yeah, so this is kind of what we need, right? So this is the shit we need, and it's just too much stuff, which is why I don't like it. But yeah, this is kind of what we need, right? Well, not that one, maybe, we'll see. But whatever, right? Hi, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, so actually, no. Floating list is kind of what was the closest to what we need, right? So it is this thing, right? Dimitrov, good evening, buddy. Yeah, so something like this, but we don't need. I'm just starting to. What was the actual alternative to this? Wait, it was this popper stuff, which is just, I guess, same authors built this. Click on the dots. Overflow prevention, flipping. Yeah, so this is kind of what we need, right? And then we want to show whatever we want, right? Yeah, this is literally what we need, yeah. React popper, yeah. All right, let's go to code sandbox and try to figure something out, right? So let's just create an isolated example here. So what I'm going to do is just paste this crap actually right inside the app over here, right? So let's do this. Let's install this fella just so we can isolate ourselves, right? And then let's just render this example here. Let's install this. Jesus Christ, how many of those things are there? This is for the tooltips, right? Thank you very much, everybody, for your follows. Appreciate it. Pop over, dialog, disclosure, switch. I'm not sure if this example is supposed to do something though, right? Honestly. Reference element of our elements. When I do this, nothing actually happens. So what the hell? What is their example supposed to show here, right? Like I don't see anything happening, literally. Yeah, I don't see anything absolutely happening, right? Styles attributes used by a reference element of our element. Modifiers name, arrow. Yeah, super strange. Evenings of the database. How are you, man? Not too much, man. Just want to do this menu now, and so we can get that done. But we need this flipping thing, right? But it's more than that, right? Fuck, like it's a bit annoying, right? So we need a bit more than this, right? That's the problem. And I can't seem to conceptualize it properly in my head. That's the problem, right? All right, let's actually leave it like that, right? What did I do? Yeah. All right, let's leave that like this. So I can't do this now, but what I can do though is let's go and give me a second. So let's say cog or settings. Mattcon, thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it, man. And good evening to you. Thank you, man. How is life? Yeah, I am, man. I am. I'm a bit tired, but I wanted to actually stream. Just I want us to push those the app to Android and Apple stores. So we need to just keep on going, and we just need to make some of the adjustments in mobile so this can look as a native app, right? That's the idea. Okay. Let's just try something. It doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't matter, right? Assets, icons, no, assets, images, SVG. Let's say here, settings, SVG, right? I don't know why the fuck is this not getting formatted, honestly. What is this data group? What? Are you kidding me? All right, let's take another one. That feels wrong. Let's take this fella over here. Let's clean it up and then convert it to React component, right? So let's go CDF, icons, and then let's scroll somewhere down, right? Notifications, info, let's call this settings, this icon that we just installed. Yeah, we refresh this. And actually, let's swap their place, right? So settings, I guess, should be all the way to the right, I presume. Yeah, and then let's make sure this takes us to a specific place, right? So let's just say nav link. And then, yeah, nav link. And let's say dashboard, right? Okay. So actually, we don't need this interpolation here. We can just say dashboard, right? And that now should take us to the actual dashboard, right? I think this is just happening here in the simulator. I don't think this shit is going to be happening on mobile. I hope not, actually. Give me 1 second. Let me just check that on the actual mobile. So let me go to Programmer Network on my phone. I hope that that's not actually happening. Wait, let me go to the dashboard. No, it's not. Okay, great. Good. What's going to be hard? And I think at least here, let me actually check on my mobile again. So yeah, so actually there is an overflow on mobile, right? And that sucks, so we need to fix that. And that's because of those fellas here, right? So we need to make those fellas we need to make those tabs scrollable, right? So here we can actually say class name. Let's say width screen overflow x scroll, I guess. Let's just try. Completable tab. Good evening, buddy. How's life? Yes, and then we'll need to set some proper sizes here so this thing doesn't. So let's just make sure that this thing is indeed what creates the actual overflow of this page, right? So it is, right? So we can see that the tabs get too wide. So yeah, so let's fix this. I mean, I think the experience on mobile is actually pretty amazing already, but I think those types of things we can't have, right? So we need to fix that. But yeah, the width here needs to be, let's just say something like this, just for a test. No, this is just normally React. I'm just modifying some of the CSS so it's perfectly responsive on mobile, right? Let me just push a few more tabs here. Well, I mean, this is already responsive, right? If you open it to your phone, but yes, we are pushing this week to Android Store as a progressive web app, right? And also to Apple Store next week, right? So that's kind of the reasoning behind it, right? Actually, why does it say we're going live? We're live for a very long time, right? So what the fuck? Let me update that. Jesus Christ, that's so old. Let's fix that right away, right? So let's go to CloudBot. What is it? How is that called? Messages or something? Commands, right? Website. There will be an app, right? That's what we're doing now, yes. All right. Amazing. Okay, so let's keep fixing this thing. So we need to set this to width of something that doesn't go more than that, right? Thank you very much for the follow, guys. Appreciate it. Width fit, maybe. Thank you. Yeah, and I think this emulator is just a bit broken, so I'm pretty sure that. Wait, let's try to use the robot for this, right? The robot, yeah. So one of you guys have named it like that, so I just keep calling it robot now. Yeah, exactly. Let's try this. Where's the robot? Here it is. Yeah, that's intentional, yes. if you're getting an error that you can't, then that's intentional, right? And I'm pretty sure you're getting the error. Okay, let's just try. Let's try to figure out how to kind of tame this tab list, right? Yeah, good, good, good. Awesome. Yeah, so this is almost good, right? Yeah. Give me 1 second. Come on. Okay. Because yeah, I think the reason why we can't use 100%, right, is because there is actually padding, right? And the padding is what's the padding on the page? Let's see. Because if we determine that, so we have P4, right? So if we look at the computed elements, right, the padding, we have 32 pixels in total, right? So technically here we could say max. So actually we can write this slightly different. Let's try that, right? Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. So let's say here overflow X auto, right? Just to mimic the display. So let's say flex, then max width, right? We can use the calc here. And then we can say 100 view width minus, shit, it would be nice if we could use the Tailwind values. Like if we can say, 6, if we can say, but I'm pretty sure we can't. So let's say px like minus 32 pixels here. Let's see what this did, if it did anything. No. Do we have to do this? Max width calc. And also here we are missing pixels, right? Yeah, so that kind of worked, right? That kind of worked, I think. Let's zoom out a bit. And then if I go to iPhone SE, so yeah, so that I think should be fine. And then we should probably do a bit more styling, right? So let me just say something like MB2. I just want to see what's this going to do. Or actually PB4. Yeah, exactly. Just so that the tabs are actually visible as you scroll, right? If we now actually remove the extra ones, right? So something like that, I guess. Something like that, and then you can go to settings, and then you end up here. I think this is still fine, right? Same would be basically here for the profile, right? I would expect this to kind of work the same, but it would be nice that actually once you land here that you can scroll between those tabs just with your finger, right? So like if we could implement some sort of a swipe event per page basis, right? So if you're here, so if you end up on profile and mobile, you should kind of be able with your thumb to hold somewhere on the page and then, right? And I'm pretty sure that we could do that, right? Let's play with that a bit. Let's try to learn that together, right? Together. Let's try to learn that together. Like those fucking, what is it called? This Marvel movies. There's always the guy from somewhere like, we need to do it together. Together we're gonna do that. We need to do it together. Okay, let's do it together. Together we can do anything. Let me just see. I think he's more excited about other people joining my Discord than I am. Thank you very much for your passion about my Discord. What did I want to do? Wait, React swipe, swipe listener or whatever. There has to be some React swipeable. What? Are you kidding me? Whoa, whoa, whoa! 500,000 downloads. Wow. Okay. Is this maybe what we need? Yes. Okay. Interesting. So maybe, but do we really need an external library? I don't give a shit about that, right? Okay. Here to test. Swipe into that. Here to test. Wait. Okay, so that's really what we need. But is there like a browser native swipe event? I don't want to be installing freaking library, man. There has to be touch events. Yeah, there's the here it is, using touch events. Yeah. Touch start, touch move, fired when a touch point is moved along the. Okay, let's just go use the robot. Using the native touch API in the browser, how can I determine when user swipes left and right? Yeah, something like this, right? Fuck, man, I built a library around this long ago. How did I do this, man? I just keep forgetting stuff. Jesus, man. Okay, turn this into a custom React hook. I don't want to be installing a whole library just to capture two events, right? Ridiculous. Ah, beautiful. Literally what I needed. Oh, oof. Great. Let's use this hook. 20 lines of code. We don't need to install stuff. Okay, let's get rid of this. We're gonna. And thank you guys for your follows. Very much appreciated. Seriously, thank you very much for subs, follows, and all of that cool stuff. Appreciate it. Source hooks. Let's create here. How did I? Shit. How did I have a bunch of those. Yeah. All right. So let's just say here hooks. Use swipe. Use swipe index.js or whatever. Oh, wow. Okay. What is this? Is this Python or something? Why would you name things this way? Use swipe. Okay. Is swiped left? Is swiped right? Okay. Okay. All right. Let's try using this. Funny. Where's the robot? Yeah. Beautiful. So nice. So nice. Almost what we want. Let's see how do we use this bad boy. Now the swipe reference is the reference of the area that we are swiping, right? So we're gonna actually have to create a reference. I assume around this whole layout, right? So because I want to say whenever you're inside this whole area, right? Anywhere you swipe over, so that's gonna be a bit painful, right? but we'll do it. We'll do it, right? Okay, so let's create a ref somewhere. So let's say const swipe ref is use ref. See? Okay, great. And now we want to say, hey, anywhere, like, but we need those events to propagate. So we'll need this ref to somehow, right? So if I'm basically here now and swiping left and right with my finger, I should be able to go through those tabs, right? Back and forth. So that's what we want to do, right? So let's try one thing. So let's wrap all of this in a div first and foremost, just for fun, just so we play with it, so we learn how this works, right? And then here we're going to say, just as the robot did, right? We need to say ref, swipe ref, right? We need to give this element a reference, right? All right. And then if we go here, let's see what's happening. Console log is swipe left and right. Okay. So if we go to the console, shit, that's a lot of consoles there. Okay, so clearly it doesn't work, right? Yeah, let me just do this once again. Okay, let me just go back with the, how can I capture any event that happened inside a parent that has a ref? In simple words, I have wrapped an entire view inside a div which has a swipe ref. Okay, interesting. It's saying that it already did that. It's just the question now is, are we even mimicking those events now, right? That's the thing. Use swipe. Is there something that I have to do here to kind of trigger those swipe events? But I guess it should be kind of swipeable, right? So why am I not able to? Can I trigger those events in developer tools in Chrome? No, but I don't want to use a tab list. You're gonna be holding your phone like this, right? And you're gonna be swiping on the stream left on the screen left and right, right? So that's yeah. It's just now the question is, am I actually swiping now, or is it registering this as clicks, right? Okay. I don't need the scroll snap, right? That's different, right? I need those tabs to change. So I just need, right? I just need to capture the scroll event, and then I'm gonna decide what to do in there, right? It's just right now, no matter where I actually very quickly swipe, it's not actually registering the event, right? You can see we should get something in the console, right? But we actually don't. That's the problem. So this hook either isn't implemented properly. Let's actually review that crap. All right. Well, let's keep on hitting the yeah. Let's keep on doing it until we figure it out. I mean, it's not. There has to be a reason why we're actually not capturing the event, right? Hmm. Interesting. Wait a minute. Give me a moment here. Profile. All right. So let's try something. So let's try this crap, right? Let's try this library just to see if we can actually if this is feasible in the way that I imagined it, right? And then if it is, we're gonna nuke the library. I don't want to be installing some crap just so I can swipe. That's ridiculous, right? I want to do this natively. Actually, wait, let's take a look at this. Yeah, I mean, this is literally what we need. This crap is literally, how do I install this? What's the name of this thing? Yeah, let's try this. It has half a million downloads, right? So to some extent it's safe. Let's give it a shot and then we'll see. Leo, man, have a good night. I hope you feel better, dude. I hope you feel better, man. Did I install this or did I not? Now I guess I did, right? Jesus fucking Christ. React swipeable, yeah. No need. It's just I was importing the wrong thing, right? I just want to see if this changes anything, right? All right, let's try this again. Yes, it works now. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. And then we have the direction. And that's literally the only thing I need, right? So if I get over here, where is that thing? Yeah. So essentially here, I just needed the there, right? Let's say here, there. Let's alias it as direction. And then do this, right? And then you can see in the console, uses swap left, right, left, right. Okay, so we can do it the way that I imagined it. Okay, beautiful. Well, the only thing we really want to do now is we want to swap between tabs. And then we need to write the logic, right? That when you're at the last tab, there's no more place to go, right? So on select, handle tab select, right? Actually, it's funny that did I seriously, like, Jesus Christ, man. How did I remove all of that? Funny stuff. Okay. So what do we have to do? As I said, what the fuck are you complaining? Navigate is not defined. It is defined. Ah, all right. Never mind. Got mad. Okay. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, so what we need to do, right, is pretty simple now, is we need to take a look at where is this navigate, right? Handle and tab select. Yep. Now we need to kind of write the logic now for this. We need to know where we are right now and how far we can swipe left and right. So maybe if you swipe to the last one and then swipe to the right again, we get you to the left one, right? We'll see about that. So let's yeah, so let's go, let's get over here. Let's create a function here, say const. And we really want to only do this if on mobile. So that's another thing. We'll need to figure that one out. So we're going to say const handle swipe. And then let's actually call it handle swiped. It's going to be called this callback, right? And then we're going to do this, right? And then we're going to just pass handle swiped here, right? Cool. Okay, let's see if that still works. If we are getting the log left and right, beautiful, right? And now we have to call this navigate based on something, right? And I assume we do have some state. I would expect to have some state, right? Handle on tab select. So we're not actually capturing any state. So now we will probably need a state, right? Yeah, so we need to kind of make those tabs now. We need to make them controllable, right? So let's see what this thing contains. Tabs. Select the tab panel, select the tab, selected index. So basically, yeah. So let's introduce just a basic state here, right? So maybe right after the use selector, right? So let's just say here const selected tab index, right? We do this. So we're gonna make it controlled now, right? And then if I go somewhere, So if we get over somewhere down here, right? So here we're going to do select a tab index, right? And then over here, we're going to do this. So let's make sure this still kind of works, and it doesn't. So, and that's because we need to set the state now because we're making it controlled, right? So we're going to say here set selected tab index, and then it's going to be index, right? So now it should still kind of work, right? Yeah. And now we want to do that with scroll, right? So now we can do this fairly easily, right? So, and the smartest way we can do this, we can have those tabs kind of generated based on some so let's come somewhere around here. Give me a moment. What is this? Profile tab routes. Oh, okay, great. So we already have this. Beautiful. Okay, and then this we could also centralize, right? So because we're calling this navigate in two places, right? What we could actually do is we could have use effect, right? We could have a side effect here that would listen to set, so that was listen selected tab index, right? And whenever the index changes, right, we would do this and then that, right? So let's just try that first. So if I actually do this, and it's exploding for whatever fuck reason. Okay, and where's the effect, use effect? No, none of this is open source, no. Just some libraries, smaller libraries, but no, unfortunately not. Default tab index, let's say 0 here. Okay, let's see. Numinex, my friend, good evening. Just continuing with the mobile, I'm going to show you now in a second. Give me a second. Where am I actually using this effect? Ah, I see, that's why. Sorry, my bad. Let's smack this maybe somewhere around here. Jesus Christ. That should still work the same, right? Beautiful. And let's now make the swipe work as well. So now, okay. And then now here, when we swipe to the left, we want to increment this index by 1. When we swipe to the, so left we decrement, to the right we increment, right? So here we can now say, if the direction is left, exactly. This is pretty much what we want to do, right? Yeah, beautiful. So now we should be able to, so you see now when I swipe left and right with my thumb, we're switching between the tabs, right? So now on mobile, you no longer have to click those tabs. You can just swipe left and right. Of course. Of course, robot is amazing, right? So great. So now you can actually swipe left and right, on this page. And then we should pretty much do the same here, right? You should be able to swipe in here in this exact same way on the dashboard, right? So let's make that as well. So great. I really love this implementation. It was awesome. And let's do the same, right? So the profile works now. If we go to profile, you can just easily swipe with your thumb. And then actually, let's just make sure that this is actually activated if you're on mobile, right? So I think I have is on mobile hook, right? So const, no, use is, didn't we have is mobile or something? Wait, I think, yeah, how do I determine this? Is it the hook or what do I do? Oh, I do have use mobile. Okay, beautiful. Right, so we do this. How did I write this? Return. The fuck is this? Okay. So if it's, okay, sure. So we can see here, say here, if it's mobile, do this. Otherwise, on swiped, null, right? Set no handler on the desktop, right? We'll see about that in a second. Give me a moment. So let's get here and see if this actually even gets triggered now if I switch to actually desktop version, right? So here it should be working if I switch to desktop, right? I have no idea who Merc Music is, but I'm happy to hear that people play good music. Okay, great. So we can see that that's not working. Great. And let's also just do it very hardcore. So let's say here, is mobile. And that's not going to work like that. I get that. So actually, where's the handlers coming from, right? So let's just say here is mobile. So this is even better, right? I don't know if this is actually going to work, but let's try. Because then we don't need the internal shit. Okay, so it didn't like that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so that's good. That's good. So mobile now is fine. We can swipe left and right. It's just there's one thing that I dislike here. And that's that, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel that those tabs are kind of, give me 1 second, UL. Oops. Obviously, that's not going to do, right? So this place, so it is flex. Let's say justify content. No. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I wanted to do. Okay, great. So let's do that. Let's fix that as well. So where is this fella? Tab list. I think that's an abstraction I have as well. Border, overflow, flex. Yeah, exactly. So let's say justify center. But why is it not doing it though? Justify, no, did I say start? No, I wanted to say center. Yeah, exactly. Elias, good evening, buddy. But I don't want to do that on desktop, right? Exactly. So let's just say justify center and then MD justify start. Lyso friend, good evening. How are you? And actually, I need to fix one more thing, maybe. Border bottom gray. So why let me just play with it for 2 seconds. Just want to try some stuff. Nice, man. Interview for a job? Let me just test one thing. Okay, never mind. Never mind, all right? So if I actually go back here, and I go here, right? Gap one, items pointer, relative. Where's the active one? React tab panel, tab list, tabs. Where did I set this fella here? Let me try to find this. Ah, shit. Just trying some stuff out. Okay, I see. So it is here. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. That's what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. Well, this purple line, I need it to be over the gray line. I don't know why. Or maybe shit. Give me a second. Border B indigo PB1 PX. Ah, tab active class. Here it is. So yeah, this is a tab active class. Okay. Just gonna test the text rows 500. I just need to. Okay, so we are applying it to that. Great. Why would I use style components? Is there a reason that you're using style components? Okay, never mind. Can't solve it now, but I wish I did. That 1 pixel is kind of killing me. Yeah, that fucking line, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. Drav, you too, man. Thank you for coming by as always, dude. Sleep well as well. All right, never mind. We'll fix that tiny thing maybe later. And this is kind of messed up now. Why is this, or is this just the browser kind of emulator failing? Let's see, 150. Yeah, that feels slightly wrong, doesn't it? It feels slightly wrong, doesn't it? Here's the dashboard. Did we do something here? Can I say like px like 12? I don't know, just to check it out. I'm not sure what you mean by clarity. If you can be more specific. What clarity? Shit, flex. Actually, it already is flex, and I don't think we need this stuff. So yeah, this view is kind of fucked, I think, as well. No, it isn't. So it is this emulator messing up. Actually, yeah, that's super awkward. Now I don't actually trust if this is reliable or not for this specific use case, right? Shit. UL. So it's the tab list for sure. Overflow X flex max width. Let me just say something like this, just to give it a shot. So yeah, so now when we don't do the yeah. And if I do something like this just for the testing purposes, yeah. So basically, let's fix this now, and then we can push it. Then we can make this also scrollable by finger. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay, so before we do this, right, let's do the same what we did in the profile. So let's replicate the profile behavior here, and then we're going to finalize that thing to be pixel perfect, right? So I'm going to just do the same crap here, just so I don't need to forward the reference down. And then I'm going to copy the same logic that we have there, right? Literally almost identical. It's going to be identical pretty much, right? Handlers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So we're going to do all of this stuff. And then we're going to move it here, right? So we're going to move it here. And then we have dashboard tab routes, right? Beautiful. Yeah, I don't think I've wrote any custom CSS in a long time now. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's the beauty. I mean, Tailwind is the most natural. So AMX, I completely respect your point of view. The main reason why I asked you those questions is because the question is quite the opposite. Nobody can actually answer that question. So it's like when somebody asks you why you're not writing CSS in JavaScript, there's no concrete answer anyone can give. You know, I've wrote CSS past 15 years in probably every possible way that exists, and nobody ever answered me like why would I use that instead of, let's say, Tailwind, right? What is the problem that it solves? Which problem would style components solve now for me? They would solve absolutely nothing. Zero. They would introduce problems. I would end up writing custom CSS all over the place, etc., etc., etc. And there's nothing that it does that's special. It just quite the opposite, right? Yeah, Liso, I know. Very excited about that. Very excited about that. But again, if you personally like that more, well, more power to you, man. More power to you. Ah, actually, beautiful. All right, let's see now. All right, now we can swipe. Beautiful. So we can swipe here as well. We just need to make sure now that that's also only done on mobile, and I think it is. Handle swiped is mobile, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I would much rather actually, is there a way to, yeah. I wish that we don't really need to register this at all. I don't think that's going to work, but yeah. But you can do animations in place in CSS and Tailwind in any other way. Again, that's not unique to it, right? When you say crazy animations, you can animate anything with CSS almost, right? And you can also calculate dynamic stuff with just with JavaScript, right? So it's just right if you it's all about what the fuck are all of those messages? Oh, okay, it's just a service worker now spamming the living shit out of this. What happened with those tabs now? Ah, okay, because we applied some of those classes basically all over the place. Also on so we basically want overflow auto. So let me just check something on my phone very quickly. All right, let's go to courses here. Let's fix this as well. Even though I don't think we're going to support this view on mobile, let's do our best and let's see what we can do, right? So here we can say grid calls 1, MD grid calls 3, right? Let's zoom in 125%. Yeah, so this view is going to be super hard to make responsive, right? I don't even know if we want to do this, but we can try. Let's try. If we fail, that's what it is, right? What can we do? So let's go to course form. So let's imagine, actually, no, let's go back. Let's start with here. So create form. So this form is already responsive, right? So that's great. If we get in a course, this is not responsive. So let's go to views, courses. Yeah. No, it's more like views, dashboard, courses, I think. Yeah. And what is this? This is like a course. So view. Yeah. So this is what we have to make responsive now, right? Course form, course section. Yeah, here we are. So yeah, I mean, shit. Would anyone really create a course on mobile, right? That's the thing. I guess maybe. It just is going to be very painful, right, to do this on mobile, right? So maybe we just shouldn't support this on mobile at all. I'm not sure. You're that ass. Okay. Yeah. So for now, right, just so it doesn't look broken, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually get here and I'm going to do one thing, right? Just for now, because we can't, right? So I'm going to say here const is mobile is use mobile. And then here we're going to say, hey, render form. Actually, where is this shit happening? Render form here. No. So we're going to go way before. We're going to say if is mobile. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. Don't drop data. I agree with you. This feature is currently not supported on a mobile device. This is just so until we have it, it's not broken, right? So it's more about that, right? View is currently not. Then actually, if I go to let me go to production. Give me a second. Smatty, good evening, buddy. It's been a while. Are you alive? Nice, man. Good. That's good, man. Certainly better than wasting your time here with me. That's nice, man. I'm glad that you passed by. Tech nerd, that's great, man. Keep it up, man. Just keep on working. That's amazing. That's amazing, man. Just keep hacking. Well done. Well done, man. Yeah, man, absolutely. Send it my way. I can give you some feedback. Absolutely, man. Why not? Of course, man. This particular view suffers from a mild case of mobile incompatibilities, a common affliction in the digital realm. We're tirelessly working behind the scenes, transcribing arcade codes to extend its existence to the handheld universe. Beautiful. All right, too much text. Agreed. And then let's take a look at Smadi's. Let's take a look at Smadi's resume. See what we got. Apologies, but this view currently battles a case of mobile. Our code wizards are scripting arcane solutions to make it mobile friendly. Hang tight. Okay. I like the previous one better, but whatever. Okay, let me take a look at the portfolio. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck? Did you build this animation yourself? No, I mean, the what the fuck was a compliment. It wasn't like, it's pretty creative. It's just like, did you build this yourself? Pretty cool. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Okay, so let me put it this way. If you have worked on these projects, I think that's a solid and a very good, actually, that's a very good thing. That's a good thing to showcase. I don't like your website much. I think this is a huge overkill. I mean, it seems you're very experienced, and that's great. I don't think you need this. This is way too much. Nobody cares, really. I think I don't think you need this. So only thing you really need is this. Let me show you one thing. This is the guy who created Vue.js, right? So this is the guy who created Vue.js, and this is his page. I'm independent software. I built this. I have GitHub sponsors. You can find me on Twitter. Right? So like you should build a page where that I can read in 3 seconds. Like no hiring manager is ever going to look at this. I mean, nobody has the time, right? I mean, yeah, but nobody has the time for this, man. Yeah. Look at this. It's like, yeah, but this guy maybe is like graphics engineer or something, right? So for him, it's different, right? Your skills, I mean, his skills, right? Yeah, but depends what your role is. I'm pretty sure that this guy does, right? So this guy does graphics design, so that's okay, right? Well, I mean, you as a software engineer, if you're looking for a full-time job, you have to appeal to nobody but the fact that no one is going to read your four pager on single page app, right? Doesn't work. I mean, I'm hiring past 5 to 10 years, right? And I would not go, and I don't have the time, right? I get 100 applicants. I don't have the time to check every single person's website, right? You skim through the CV, you try to find something that catches your eye, right? So if I wanted to know what Smadi does, I would just say, hey, can you give me your GitHub repository, right? I wouldn't give a crap what says here, right? I mean, anyone, like, there's no person on earth who describes themselves in a bad way, right? You get what I mean? So, I mean, nobody ever wrote in there the self-description like, oh, I suck, right? So when I read this, that's great, but only thing that this has value to me is to understand the self-perception of the person that built this. So I don't know if this is true what Muhammad wrote, but I know that this is his perception of himself. Now, is this true that he's full stack experience, blah, blah, blah? Interview would show that. His GitHub page, his projects that he shows. So this just shows the perception of who he thinks that he is. We all have some perception of things that we think that we are something, but then you get an interview and then you write. So I mean, but anyway, it's a very nice site, man. Don't take me wrong. I just think that for the most part, no people will not look at this, right? Because you need to send some CV, some cover letter or whatever, right? So you need to aggregate. I mean, we live in a very quick world. Like the world is super fast, right? So you need to aggregate everything today, right? You just need to be like, how can I quickly see what Muhammad does? 30 seconds, great. He looks like a candidate that I should have a call with. And then after the call, then I have to decide, okay, is this the candidate that I want to send a code challenge to? Yes, okay. He does the code challenge. Okay, is the code challenge good enough that we invite him to the interview? Yes, it is. So this is how the process works, right? Because, for example, even if you did this yourself, let's imagine that you did this animation yourself. It would have no significance to your role because you state that your Node.js reactjs developers. So even if you didn't take this from the internet, it would have no significance showing this, because you're not going to be doing graphics design anyway. You're not going to be building 3D models and stuff like that, right? Exactly, right. All right, great. But nice effort, man. It's a beautiful site. It's not bad. It's just it's such a little such a small amount of information and so much blank space. There's like, this is like huge, so I can read 3 paragraphs, and then you have 4 or 5 projects. Just this can be segregated, aggregated, summarized in one pager, right? Like this. And this guy, of course, I'm pretty sure that this guy, he applies for positions, right? Which are vastly different than you, right? 3D modeling, WebGL, right? My pleasure, man. My pleasure. I mean, keep in mind, more senior you are, less people give a shit about your portfolio, right? Like your website. Like you have a GitHub or something like profile on like some tech platform like Programmer Network, where somebody can come in 3 seconds and see, what does this person do? Let me see the repositories, whatever. So more experienced you are, and for the higher role you apply, right? Then less relevant. This is my portfolio, right? I share 15 years of experience with people, right? They see, oh, this guy has been working since 2008, right? So they come here, they start scrolling from here all the way up, and they don't, and then I have a bunch of references and stuff, right? So this is your best portfolio, right? Is you just have you build up the experience, you work, right, and stuff. Yeah, okay. Right, exactly. Okay, so this is amazing, actually. So we did some work here, and this is nice. Let me just check one thing. So up and down is fine. Up and down is fine. So the only thing, let's fix this now, and then we can actually push this. So what we actually broke is this thing because of that max width. So actually, where is this? This was in the dashboard, right? Over here. Yeah. So instead of max width, what if I just say width? Is that going to change anything? And what if I say px16, just for fun, just for fun? Yeah, so why the fuck? Yeah, okay. Let's listen to some wait. Let's listen to some Black Label Society here. Shit, okay. I see, I see. So actually, let's try one thing. Let's try one thing. Let's be crazy. Let's be crazy. Let's be crazy. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I just need to focus here for a moment. Just need to play with something. I want to actually try something out. Yeah, well, that's not going to do much, actually. So let's not do that. I just had an idea for a second, and then I lost it. Okay. So let's try to fix this then, like the width thing here, right? Can I use the classes in the calc? I think no. Yeah, so it's the same shit. So I don't know, how do we fix this? Anyone knows? So why is this shit? This is the last thing we need to fix in this sense before we can push this. It's just, give me a second. What did I want to play? Let's play. All right. The overflow is no. Overflow cannot be none. That's no. The width is good. It's just how do we shit, man. So that's yeah. Tailwind snap. What was the snap thing? What's scroll snap? What was the snap utility? Yeah, it's this thing, snap one. How I used this actually long ago. How did this work? Even though we don't really need to make it use this, it's just a Metallica. Yes. Paid Tailwind, what is that? Tailwind UI, I bought that long ago, but I never used it. I wasted money and never used a single thing from it. My brain is kind of starting to die. Yeah, but that's not gonna do, right? That's not gonna do, right? So we can't do that. Can't. We needed to scroll, right? Let's see. Need to make UI and sell Alex all my premium packages. I mean, why not? So, I mean, I think this is definitely good. I think what I wrote is actually correct. Oh, the 32 pixel isn't random. It's the 16 pixels from the left and 16 pixels to the right. So it's the padding that exists on both sides, right? So if we take a look at the computed properties, we can see there's 16 to the left and 16 to the right. So it's not random, right? It's right. So just now with this content here, we need to add some sort of shit. Give me a second. I'm just gonna do one crazy thing here. Yeah, right, exactly. So this is what I meant. Yeah. Um, exactly right. So what the fuck happened here, man? Are you kidding me? Yeah, so we need to get back this thing somehow, right? Wait. Yeah, so we can see. So what? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, we have those fellows over here, right? Tabs. No, so no, this is actually okay, right? Tab list. Mm-hmm. Man, Jesus Christ. So we're almost there. Just we need to figure this one out. Too much light in my room. Maybe, yeah. Maybe too much light. Let's see what happens now. Never grabbing sleep, bastards. Never, never, never. Until this I push this to production, I'm not grabbing any sleep. like look who is here, man. Man, shut the fuck up is here. This is impossible, man. There's no chance that he is here, dude. No chance. What? Fuck. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Iron Maiden, man. Iron Maiden. Do not insult me. Do not insult me. Don't. I know, man. I'm just kidding. I'm a musician. I get triggered when people don't know music instantly. But I'm just kidding. It's Iron Maiden. It's Bruce Dickinson, man. It's the album called Dance of Death, and the song is also called Dance of Death. It's an album from 2006, I believe. Okay, so this view is fucked in mobile. We need to, at least based on this emulator. So we need to fix this now quickly as well. Why is this messed up? Table, here's the table, okay. Smarty, good night to you, man, as well. Have a great one, dude. Enjoy yourself, man. It's super fucking awkward, man. Why would this... Give me just 1 second. Let me just check this on mobile. But I think this is... I think it is messed up on mobile, this one, right? And it shouldn't be... Give me a moment. Oops, what happened there? Articles. Yeah, so this one is fucked up, right? That's not good. Dude, what the fuck is happening here? Well, I mean, I think for the most part, what you're saying, Lisa, is true. But what isn't true is saying that all music is great and it's up to them. It's not, of course not. I mean, it's just because you like something doesn't mean that it's not bad, right? It's like saying that heroin is not bad for you because some people are taking it, right? There is shit music out there, and most of the modern music is complete fucking garbage, right? Now, the fact that people are stupid enough to listen to that is a different thing, and that's how it is. But of course, that some music is garbage and it's not art. You cannot say that a song that talks about tongs, money, fucking, and stuff is an art. That's not an art. That's just plain garbage, right? Art is classical music, rock music, metal music, some sort of music where some artistic thing exists. It's not true that definitely not true. Let's try to do what man shut the fuck up said. No, but I mean, sure, you can find. I'm just saying it's fundamentally we cannot. There has to be some standards in things, right? If we create this world to be like, whatever, everybody has their own way, blah blah blah, then you have to apply that type of thinking to everything, right? Then you have to normalize everything, right? Then everything suddenly is normal, right? So if you want to have that kind of adoption type of thing, like yeah, everything is fine, then sure, but then you have to apply it to everything, right? Shitting, on street in public is then also fine, or whatever. It's his life, and stuff like that. So there have to be some standards of something, right? So there's definitely garbage music, without a doubt, right? And there's even more people listening to that, and that's how it is. And what can you do, right? Music, takes effort. Understanding takes. I guess you mean overflow. Yeah. Give me a second. I don't know, man. I'm just tired, but I want to fix this before I go to bed. I don't have just strange. Let me just check one thing. If I go to, let's say, bookmarks, it's more or less identical. So why would this render properly? Yeah. There's really no difference, right? There's no difference here. The table literally just doesn't fit, and it doesn't collapse properly, whatever, right? Yeah, table is not the greatest, but still this should be doable, right? This should be doable because we would have to constrain this cell to some. I actually have an idea. Give me a second. Give me a moment here. So we have, what do we have? We have this TD here. Where can I find that? Row cells, article cell. Yeah. No, that's not gonna work. I mean, we can try whatever. None of that is gonna work. I think we can try, but I don't think any of that is gonna make any difference. Oh. So we need to wait. Where the hell is this shit happening? Rows, cells, TD, get cell props, border. Yeah, it's messed up exactly. We basically need to set, I think, max width to those TDs. It's just like, wait a minute. Where am I table, right? Like, yeah, that fucking sucks here. I just want to try it. So let's say here, I'm just gonna try some super random number just to test it, right? Right. So something like that, right? Now, of course, all of them are messed up, right? But that kind of makes it a bit. And we would want to do this on mobile only, right? And then the text inside would have to like flex wrap, right, or something. I don't know. What was it? Text wrap? No. Break words. Something like that, right? Yeah, something like that, right? Of course, we want to make sure. So I think that's almost great. Did we mess it up on desktop is the question now. We didn't, right? Great. That's great. Let's just try here a bit more. All right, great. That's actually pretty good. Let's see, did we mess stuff up on that? No, we didn't. Dashboard articles. Great. Okay, I think that's great. Let's push a bunch of this gibberish and let's see how it actually looks on phones. Why did I have this PB Mobile 24? I don't remember. Hopefully that's not gonna mess some stuff up. Yeah, I don't actually remember. But it's just if we just randomly remove it, It might be some strange regression, right, we end up with. So is there a reason why we have that crap? Okay, let's actually leave it, okay? Let's just go back once more to over here. Yeah, that's the problem, yeah. Good evening. How is it going? Good. I think it's going good. Nothing particular. It's super fun, to be very frank with you. A bit boring, but necessary, right? So good. Sometimes work cannot, or to say work cannot always be super fun, right? Okay, I see. What the fuck? I don't like that, actually. Yeah, for the most part, agreed, agreed, agreed. Agreed. No, I did not. I did not use that. No. I mean, like everything in life, right? Like everything in life, right? Yeah. So the only thing. Oh my god. George, good evening, buddy. How are you? That's what I'm doing, right? Or for why hidden? Yeah, doesn't work. Good, man. Good. Just doing some mobile stuff and about to finish soon. Yeah. So okay, so I just found something that we really have to get rid of. It makes no fucking sense to do this, right? To just randomly slam this all over the place, right? Then we have to control that per page, right? How do we, man, like, how do we click and end there? That, or did I maybe, do I by accident click here? Okay, yeah, so I by accident. All right, so let's push this. So I think we did a lot of stuff on mobile. So that all looks great, honestly. Yeah, okay, beautiful. So let's push those thingies. Alex, what was the command for UI, for your UI? Which command? Which command, Lyso? I'm sorry, just for being also slow answering. I'm just trying to... Shit. That's not good. Clean all of this shit up. Text over line. Jesus Christ, with this fucking word wrap, man. Thank you, everybody, for your follows. Very much appreciated, guys. Thank you. Okay, another useless commit message. Who gives a fuck, man? Come on. School is defined. Great. Okay. Let's push that. And yeah, let's hope for the best. All right, it's building. We're going to see soon how it looks on mobile. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Combined. All right, we have had a few people actually sign up. That's pretty nice today. Great. Love that book. What a troll. Okay. All right, so let's see, and then let's round up soon. Let's wait until this is deployed. It's almost deployed, I think. You can do it. Let me see, during this session tonight, did we have any errors? So let's go to dashboard, API logs, last 3 hours. No? Okay, we had this one, and let's see, so user controller 490 reply, code send emit hidden tag. And it says that somewhere potentially we already return, that we already update user. Reply was already sent. Reply object update user 492. Yeah, 492. Yeah, that's super awkward. This also makes no sense, but that's the only wait. Is there some place where we were supposed to return, but we forgot? So over here. Yeah, okay. All right, this should be deployed now. Let me check on my phone. I think it's like mega cached now or some shit, so it's gonna, I'll need to clear the cache. Yeah, definitely mega cached. Okay, so let's go here. History, no. So how do I clear the cache here? Settings. Jesus Christ. Wait. It's basically the service worker that's caching this, right? So if I click update, it should kind of do it, right? Yeah, so you see it didn't update yet, and I think it was deployed. Yeah, upload was complete, so it's like mega cached now, right? So that's the issue that I have with the service worker with the progressive web app now, right? Is that now we really need to so unregister, and now actually it is updated, right? Shit. So how do I do that on my phone though? How do I do that on my phone, man? Seriously, like how hard can this be? How the fuck do I do this, man? In this Brave browser, let me try Chrome Programmer Network. Okay, so yeah, it is updated here. Great, okay. It is updated here, it seems. Sign in. Okay, great. So that's not too terrible, I think. Nice, those gestures we implemented work. So you can just swap between the tabs. You can do it here as well. Yeah. All right, great. I think that's good. I think we should kind of round up now. And then tomorrow we also need to figure out how to clear this cache, this service worker stuff. Oh my God, a bit boring, I must admit, but that's what it is. Sometimes it has to be boring. Let's round up, fellas. As always, thank you for being here. And let me see, I have some notifications in Twitch. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna wish you a good night. I'm gonna go get some rest myself and sleep well. Thank you for being here as always. And I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I can barely talk. My pleasure, guys. Thank you for being here. AMX, Lip, and all of you guys, thank you for the nice comments. Have a great one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Cheers, guys. Bye bye. Cheers.